Ayo, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. So, the college football playoffs has been going on for about a week now at this point. So, we are coming up on 4 bowl games. So, we have the bracket: Oregon, Ohio State, Texas, Arizona State, Penn State, Boise State, Georgia, and Notre Dame. So Ohio State, Texas, Penn State, and Notre Dame all won. So they were the higher seeds. So all 4 home teams won. So my prediction, so I think Oregon and Ohio State is going to be a really good game. They did play in the regular season. Oregon won by just a single point, but I do think Oregon wins that game against Ohio State. Ohio State is the betting favorite, but in my personal opinion, I think Vegas is trying to get people to bet on Ohio State, and then ultimately Oregon wins. So that's my perspective on that game. I think Oregon wins. I think Texas handles business against Arizona State. So it would be Oregon and Texas. And then we would have Notre Dame and Georgia. So I think Georgia wins it. I think it's going to be a close game, but I do think Georgia wins. I think Georgia moves on, and I think Penn State handles business with Boise State. So it would basically be Oregon and Texas, Georgia and Penn State. So we would basically have 2 Big Ten teams and 2 SEC teams. So basically the SEC championship was Georgia and Texas. And the Big Ten championship game was Oregon and Penn State. So I think the 4 teams from the 2 major conferences that appeared in the Big Ten championship and the SEC championship ultimately move on. Oregon versus Texas, 1 versus 5 seed. Sorry, 1 versus... Yeah, Texas was the 5 seed. Excuse me. And then Georgia, the number 2 seed, versus Penn State, who ultimately was, I think they were the 6th seed. But I don't know if they're the 4 seed now. I'm not sure how that would work. Anyways, so I think it's Penn State and Oregon, so 2 teams from the Big Ten championship, and Texas and Georgia, the 2 teams from the SEC championship, will be, I think, the Final 4 for the college football playoff. 2 Big Ten teams, 2 SEC teams, and I think, so those were the 4 teams in the Big Ten and SEC championship games, which would be kind of interesting. So that's just kind of how I think it's going to happen. So we'll see. Who knows? With that, that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next video. Deuces.